health and a little wealth and a lot of love.
For us, that was a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
My beautiful, sweet wife, she does not ask for a lot. She really doesn't. She doesn't want label clothes or nice purses, materialistic things. However, she wanted a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of me talking about this, do you want to talk about what that was?
This
for you?
is a big, sometimes a big button issue for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was my first marriage and hopefully my only marriage.
Jeez, is that where this episode's going?
And I guess I wanted the experience. I think a lot of women want that one day or that one weekend where they can feel like, I don't want to be cliche and say feel like it's a fairy tale or feel like a princess, but I wanted to have that moment, that memory, I guess. I wanted that memory of our wedding day. I wanted to be able to look back on it, and I wanted the pictures, and I wanted our family and our friends to be there, and I wanted everything to be perfect. And I think looking back, it really did not matter as much as I thought it would.
And guys, this is me not telling her. This is really a true story. This is really how she feels. And before we get into that, I will say this. This has been a big complex between us. A lot of couples don't make it down the aisle because they fight about things like this. Mm-hmm. And we start seeing the price tag with weddings. I do believe you can do a wedding very affordably, and it can be beautiful. In fact, I went to one not that long ago. It was very affordable. It was 1/4 hours.
And we can go down and nitpick, but we were also in the midst of COVID where prices were much higher.
That's true. But what I'm saying is, like, you could still have done it affordably, and obviously you didn't like my ideas. What I wanted was just to rent a big old house, and all of our friends and family. I'm talking about 32 bedrooms, and just get married and just be done with it. And it would be like 1/10 of what we spent, but that's not what she wanted. And it was a big point of contention. And this is why, because you look at our balance sheet, you have someone that is just finished residency, has $250,000 in loans, no retirement, high earning potential, but hasn't started her job yet. And then me, in my situation, it just, things didn't add up. And I'm okay spending that much money on a honeymoon. And so this was a big contention. Mm-hmm. So how we compromised on this was, I told her, it was a lot of back and forth. I talked to a lot of good friends of mine. I talked to I have this old colleague of mine at work, and she's Jewish, and I say that on purpose. And she is extremely good with money. And she said, Zach, and she don't cuss, she said, F it. She wants a princess wedding, you better give her a princess wedding. Because every woman's entitled to feel like a princess on their wedding day. And it's not the first time I've heard it. It's the first time it clicked for me. And Mind and Money Matters, the psychology of money. Mm-hmm. To me, it was more important because, like I said, guys, the reason why I said earlier, Emily doesn't ask for a lot, but this was an important part of our relationship where I created a compromise. I said, if you buy a house, which is what we're in right now, and we went through this another episode, we'll talk about real estate and probably in a future episode, but we went through this whole 1 year process of developing, extending, getting a loan, the construction loans, 2.5%, hard to find. No one touched the real estate. 60 days it sat on the market, which is insane in Charlotte. We're like a mile away from Uptown. You can see the city view from our porch. $1 million properties that are building left and right on the street. Mm-hmm. Very good decision, very stressful. But she trusted me on that, and I trusted her on what she wanted for her vision. So you can't put a price on experience, and that's what I think that we compromised on. So I know I brought that up, and I was kind of surprised you on that. I know it's not a comfortable topic for you, but this is real, man. This is our real life. This is the real life situation in our relationship. I want to talk about these things because it's real.
With a little health and a little wealth and a lot of love, that's the life that we live.